Hi 143 fam, I'm Antonia, thank you for being here. For those of you who connect with me here monthly, you know that I love to give away free readings. For the month of June, I'm going to be giving away 2 free readings via YouTube. I'm also going to be giving away 1 free reading via Insta. Instagram is super new for me. As I grow my account a little bit more, I'm going to try to find unique ways to reach out to you guys in between my first of the month and my mid-month horoscopes here, really utilizing Insta to be able to do that. If you guys have some ideas, let me know, leave me a comment, but connect with me there. For the time being, if you'd like to be considered for a free reading as well, on YouTube to be considered, leave me a comment below. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you let me know that you have subscribed. Same thing with Insta. Connect with me there. We'll follow each other. Shoot me a comment so I know that we really are connected. I will alert winners in June on June 30th. So if you hear from me prior to June 30th, I haven't chosen winners yet. Some of you guys jumped the gun with that, okay? So give me until the end of the month because I really want to give everybody here a fair shot. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I am so grateful for your support. I love being able to build this platform and this community with you all. But with all that said, let's jump in to your June horoscope, see what's in store, general overview, and in love. Hi Scorpio, this reading is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 2019. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then we'll jump into love. I will have timestamps down below. Scorpio general overview. June 2019. Scorpio, I'm feeling like there's a friend, could be someone from like way back that you're thinking about. Feels like you should reach out to them. They might not know that you would want to reconnect with them. It could be like a childhood friend. Maybe you came across them online. It could be a really important reconnection for you. It doesn't necessarily feel like old love, but it could be for some of you. But this really feels like an old friend. For others of you, it could be an old work contact. Somebody you used to work with could maybe open a new door for you. Or for some of you, if you own your own business, they might come on board with what you have created for yourself in your own life, but it feels really, really important. It might be something to put some mind to, but it's somebody that you really keep thinking about, or if in June you start sort of reminiscing about an old relationship, an old friendship that you had, it feels really blessed, and you do feel guided to reach out to that person at that time. At this time, it doesn't feel like they would be reaching out to you though, because they may not know that they are on your radar. Okay, so you may have to take that step, but it feels really blessed. Let's pull a few cards here. I'm channeling a few of their messages, but I want to get some clarity for you, Scorpio. Feels like something ended work-wise. And that could be why it's important to reach out to friends at this time. That could maybe introduce you to somebody new. Children are on your mind. You may consider working in a new field with children. You also may be considering having children with a partner. Okay, we have fresh air at the center. But oftentimes when we're talking about children at home, your own children, okay, these cards will often come up together. So even though, yes, the traditional message of fresh air means you need to get outside, reconnect to Mother Earth, I'm definitely getting children energy here. For some of you, what's blessed about an ending is that you actually have time off to spend with your kids, and you're going to want to be outside. I see you guys by the ocean and a park. You're very active. You're playful. You're running around. You need this as much as they do, but it almost feels like somebody's oxygen deprived. Could be that somebody was a little bit sick and they've been indoors, and they may need to spend some time in fresh air for their body to bring that healing full circle, okay? So it's very important. I am dealing with some allergies at the moment that's manifesting in the form of a bit of a cough. And this started up again right before I started recording your reading, and I'm feeling this now. Scorpio, could be allergies, it could be asthma maybe for children or a child in your family. Something about the air quality, but also being able to get outside a little bit more. The asthma could be preventing a child from running around outside. It's something that you're going to want to work on because they need it, but you do too. This message followed by energy work. You, your children may benefit from getting some energy healing done. This is actually something that I specialize in. I'm a shaman. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm happy to help you. But getting outside, cleansing energy, cleansing bodies. But again, oxygen. Somebody feels oxygen deprived. Also, lack of sun, so lack of vitamin D is maybe something you want to consider, whether that be a supplement you take or just truly being outside in the sun, which would be the healthiest way to get your vitamin D. But I feel like connection to energy work, to children. You may be stepping into a role. I'm definitely feeling somebody stepping into a role where they will be able to help and heal children. And that is the movement forward, okay? So a door closed, but now you get to pursue what it is you actually want to pursue in life. For some of you, that door closing actually launched this energy, this momentum of energy. It's pushing you closer to your soul purpose so you truly arrive there at this time. Child, okay? Child is being clarified by notice the signs. So for some of you, it's just your kids at home. They need to be outside a little bit more. But this particular message comes through most strongly for those of you who are considering working with children. You also may be stepping away from working with children as well. I'm feeling like for some of you, you could have been teaching for a very long time. And you love to teach, but there's something about the environment that just doesn't work for you anymore. Notice the signs. It does feel like for some of you it's time to move on. Okay? And you may do something completely different. This ending is actually a really good one. Yes. Okay. Of course, this card is going to pop at the center of your reading. So we have fresh air. Clarified. By change in direction, this is at the center of the reading, okay? So fresh air, this has to do with air quality. This has to do with time with your children. This has to do with being more grounded, being outside in Mother Earth, connecting to Mother Earth, but also having just time to do something other than work. Change in direction clarifies it. Some of you will be moving with your children. I was getting water. I was getting park. Something that is more grounded in Mother Earth, something closer to the ocean, to water. But I'm also feeling the biggest message that comes through is stepping away from a job, a career, an old experience. It allows you to have more time with your kids. It's helping you spend more time living life that you love, whether you have children or you don't. This comes through as move, okay? A true physical move, but it's either a relocation or it's a new job, it's a new career, it's a new business, it's a new chapter, Scorpio. Energy work, wow, okay. Energy work is being clarified by heart chakra. I'm telling you, I'm getting something with lungs. Whether it's you, it's a child, somebody around you, energy work will really, really help clear that out, calm the lungs. Yeah, I was getting like oxygen deprived. I really think there's some asthma, there's allergies. Energy work, though, is going to help cleanse that because what I'm feeling is this. It's showing up in the form of allergies, but the emotional manifestation, the spiritual energy that's showing up to manifest this physical illness or reaction, I almost feels like somebody's irritated. So you're irritated, and oftentimes when you're irritated, you start having allergic reactions to things, but also when it comes to the lungs, it has to do with being able to breathe deeply, anxieties, but I'm getting irritation. That's the main message I'm getting. But again, energy work being clarified now by heart chakra. It's clearing something in the heart chakra. It doesn't just have to be lungs, but the majority message here does feel like if you're connecting to that, it pertains to your lungs, to your breathing, to asthma, to allergies. It's more than just popping a pill. You know, it's more than just taking an Allegra. It's more than just opening, windows or being out in the park. There does feel like an energy clearing and cleansing component, but also healing, okay? Cleansing energy will naturally heal, but I am seeing this in stages. So like sea salt baths, saging, cutting ties with toxic situations, and doors that truly need to close so you can move on, okay? All of that is cleansing. But then you need to nourish the heart chakra. So you don't just want to cleanse and then leave the heart chakra vulnerable and open, okay, and exposed. So if you're doing this energy work for yourself, make sure you're doing that in stages. You're cleansing first, but then you're going back to really refuel, to rebalance, connecting. For so many of you, the child that comes through in this is your inner child, okay? It's reconnecting to inner child. For some of you, I'm seeing a specific kind of breath work that will help you in meditation, will help you connect to your inner child, to calm things down, to rebalance. There could be messages there that you're missing, some sort of disconnect. I do feel for a lot of you, Scorpio, you may have been doing something that was kind of soul-sucking work-wise. Maybe you made good money, and that's certainly a blessing, okay, to have that abundance, but you are being guided to move past that. That could be what's irritating you. That could be hurting your inner child, your lungs, your heart. You're just not happy with something. So if it ended and it sort of forced you to feel out your options, understand that that's a blessing in disguise. Or you may just see an opportunity that you've outgrown and say, okay, it's time to move on. This is toxic for me now. But I'm telling you, there are signs. So keep your eyes open, whether it pertains to you, to work, or to your children. There are signs there that are guiding you, very obvious signs throughout the course of June, guiding you as to what this next step is, what that means for you. Let's get a crowning card here for Scorpio. Crowning your reading. Let your past go. Something ends. It's time to move on. And if you stay attached, if you fight that transition, whatever's going on in here is just going to feel a whole lot worse for you, okay? Whether it's your heart, your lungs, it could just be heaviness. But I will say that some inner child work would be really positive for you, Scorpio, whether you're feeling a physical manifestation or not, because the energy is certainly lingering in the heart chakra. What's beautiful, what will feel like a great release, is getting back to your creative projects, the end of that financially stable job, or the job that allowed you to have that financial stability. Yeah, it's scary, but now you can pursue other projects, other ideas to launch something. Definitely for creative Scorpios, it's such a blessing in disguise. It feels like for some of you, it was happening. You're working in maybe a very corporate environment, but you're actually very creative, and you just didn't have the energy to tap into your creativity, to your spirituality, to some sort of flow of creativity, flow of ideas that was blocking that. And there was just this major disconnect from soul purpose. So understand that this ending is actually a good one. Underneath creative projects, still bottom of the deck, we have play. Another child card here. Perfect timing, okay? It's the perfect time to make changes now. Throughout the month of June, major, major, major message. Let me hold all these up together. Children, okay? You could be healing your children. This doesn't necessarily have to be a role that you take on professionally speaking. You may be doing energy work yourself, or getting your child energy work done so that they can heal. But there's healing of children, inner child, some family healing for sure. But you have signs around you, Scorpio, and they're definitely guiding you in a new direction without a doubt. Crowning your reading again. We just have let your past go. It's time. It's the perfect time. Do it now. For some of you, it's not even about scrapping a whole project, completely leaving a job, but it is about some sort of evolution. So it may be time to pursue that that new position at a company. For some of you, it's a new position. You'll take on more responsibility, but it will feel brand new. The majority of you, though, it won't be the same job. It won't be the same career. It won't be the same company. This really feels different. It feels like a different city, even for many of you, a different home, a different location. But overall, Scorpio, it feels beautiful as long as you don't resist letting go of the past. For some of you, that's what's manifesting. You're resisting it, and so you're sort of stuck in this toxic place, or this place that you've outgrown. And one of the signs that Spirit's showing you that you can't miss is that it's harming your physical health, okay? So that alone will force you to move forward. So you don't have to have that experience, hear that message, understand what you need to let go of, what you need to walk away from. Do that before you start to get sick. But if that is already lingering, and this could be your children, not you, Energy healing will be super helpful. Sea salt, sprinkling some pink Himalayan sea salt and some water is really good for lungs. And also just detoxing in a sea salt bath would be really helpful too. But let's take a look at love, Scorpio. Scorpio in love, June 2019. Scorpio in love. Yeah, there's somebody. It's a friend. I really feel a very positive friendship. Somebody, once upon a time, you guys went your separate ways. Maybe there was nothing crazy going on there. It could have just been someone relocated for work. You lost touch. I feel a reconnection here for you, Scorpio. But with a friend, and that friend could potentially turn into more of a romantic partnership for you. There's definitely some sort of friendship you're going to want to revisit. Let go of control issues. This energy feels connected to that lung issue, that heart issue. For some of you, you're letting go of the past is letting go of toxic partners so that you can make space for someone healthier to step in. Wow, followed by unrequited love. So, Scorpio, you're getting real about who deserves to be in your life and who doesn't. If you resist that, it will manifest into some sort of physical symptom or illness here. So you're going to want to pay very close attention, heart-to-heart conversations. Again, this connection to heart. What I will say is this. There could be someone from your past who's trying to force some sort of reconnection. You could be doing this too, Scorpio, but it does feel like it's somebody, for the majority of you, it's someone from your past. Not the friend, okay? This is a different person. This controlling sort of energy. It feels like someone's sort of trying to force a reconciliation. They're trying to force a relationship to work, and you have this full clarity that it just can't work, and you guys need to go your own separate ways. Unrequited love. It feels like one person's still in love, somebody isn't. Now, I know that this came up for you mid-month in May. You got out of a toxic relationship or a relationship. It didn't have to be toxic, but you outgrew it either way. You knew it wasn't of your highest good anymore to be in, and you moved on very quickly, and your partner, Scorpio's partners, old partners, are having a very hard time, and they're questioning, well, did you really love me if you could just leave and then be with somebody and be committed so soon after? The thing is, Scorpio, you had already sort of transitioned out of that relationship before you fully cut ties. So a lot of healing took place even with the old partner still in your life. And you had this energy out there, this very high level love, healthier boundaries, self-love. It just very quickly manifested in your life. You knew what you wanted and you got it. It feels like someone's still trying to come back. Someone's trying to control an outcome that they really don't have control over at this point. Scorpio, if this is you and you're having a hard time letting go of an ex, you just have to, because it's not mutual. But I do feel like for the majority of you, Scorpio, this is your ex. This is an old partner in your life. Send them love, because it does feel like for many of you, your partners were beautiful people. You just outgrew each other. There was love. It was real. You were loyal. You didn't meet a new person while the two of you were still together. There truly was a door closed, and then you met somebody new. So there's nothing to feel bad about here. But do extend some love, even if you just do it spiritually. Send that love, that light, that peace to them, because it does feel like somebody around you is having a problem with their heart and that heart chakra, okay? Do expect those people to call you. Do expect them to want to discuss this a little more because they're hurting. Entertain that, but only to a point, okay? Because to a point, it's not healthy for you. If you've called in a new, happy, beautiful love, you can't be revisiting the past, even if someone sort of needs you to. Do what you can to give peace, to send love, but it is time to move forward from those kinds of people. Don't force anything. If you're in a committed relationship, some control issues have come up. It does feel like for some of you, somebody could be forcing commitment a little too soon or something like that. It's time, one, to get back into divine flow and let things unravel naturally, okay? But clarify by retreat. It does feel like Scorpios need alone time with those that they love. So whether it's somebody new in the picture, whether you really are considering rekindling with someone from the past, or you've been with someone for a long time, this is so necessary in the month of June. It's really beautiful. But you have to let go of anything and anyone that feels controlling thoughts, pushing a relationship forward too fast. It'll end the relationship. It will just end things. So you need this time away. help your new partner. It could be your new partner feeling a little bit of insecurity, especially because they could also be wondering, well, you just got out of an old relationship. Are you really ready to commit to me? Is this real, or am I just a rebound for you? So they may be controlling or a little anxious, or it feels, honestly, this control energy, if this is showing up in somebody who's new in your life, it doesn't feel like the traditional message of this card. It doesn't feel like abusive control. It doesn't feel like a major red flag. But it does feel like it's somebody having some insecurity, not knowing if they're a rebound for you or not. For the majority of you, Scorpio, I get this a love. I get that you have legitimate, solid, intact feelings for somebody right now, especially for those of you who've called in somebody new right after a separation, and it's super legit. So disconnect. Disconnect from that anxiety. Disconnect from other people. Go spend some alone time and show them that you mean what you say. Tell them, but show them, and really, really invest time into this new relationship, because it feels like a really good one for you. And for those of you in committed relationships, and you still, and this unrequited love isn't, that's more of an ex, okay? That's an old partner who's maybe still trying to come back. But you are with somebody and you are committed at this time. You got to get away. But it does feel like you're having some issues. I'll be honest. I am getting some issues around Scorpio that are still with somebody. It feels like someone's forcing an issue. It could be somebody's forcing a move, or it also could be, Scorpio, you so desperately need momentum forward now, okay? There's something fated for you. You need to move forward. You can't be stuck in the old job, the soul-sucking situations, and someone could be really resisting that momentum. That's going to cause an issue in a committed relationship. Please try to have an open mind, okay? Center the reading. Unrequited love, clarify by keeping an open mind. For those of you in committed relationships, you know that it's not really unrequited love. You do mutually share this love. The chemistry is still intact, but there is an issue, especially if someone's controlling, trying to push something forward too quickly, or they're trying to prevent momentum forward because they don't want to uproot, themselves, their lives. It does feel like for some of you, you would be going through such a major transition that would also require your current partner to transition with you. Keep an open mind to what they're going through. That's a lot to ask. It does feel like you guys can get there. There's a lot of conversation, a lot of time alone, making sure that you're prioritizing your relationship still. It feels like June will be a month of healing for those of you in committed relationships. You guys still love each other. That love is intact. You do want to move forward. Conquer that early on so that you guys can have a really peaceful month ahead, because it does feel like this gets resolved. For those of you who want to stay together, you're meant to stay together. You have really legitimate commitments at play. It's important to work through this, but you do need to keep an open mind. So your partner, you may feel like your partner's a little closed off to this transition, but you may also be a little closed off to their resistance. Try to step in their shoes, see things from their point of view, and vice versa. If you're cross-watching here, see things from Scorpio's point of view. It feels like a blessed transition. Whatever this person's resisting, they don't have to fear too much. It feels very good for both you and a partner in a committed relationship if you move forward. Whether that's a new job, whether that's a new location, it feels very blessed. Let's get you a crowning card here. Crowning your reading. Okay. Calling in your soulmate crowns the reading. I'm telling you, Scorpio, for some of you, it was just a separation, old partner, someone came in really quickly. You called in a soulmate. You knew what you wanted. You did that healing. You disconnected before you were fully out of the old relationship. It is what it is. You met somebody new, and they're really legitimate for you, okay? Keep an open mind for those of you that are still single and maybe still going through that process. This energy is showing up major for Scorpio. You really are calling in legitimate partners. Let me show you this too. Conversations. There's someone showing up in your life who's a high-level soulmate that you can trust. Trust is intact. They come across as someone who would be very loyal, almost like a Scorpio would, okay? And it may be a very different sign, but you sense that loyalty. You intuitively know, even if they're a new person, you can trust them. That's who this person is. And for those of you, you are already in committed relationships. You know that this person is a high-level soulmate. You know that you can trust them. Try to see things from their perspective if your partner's being a little difficult in terms of moving forward. It does feel like you'll get what you want, but don't control anybody. We have deception. Oof. We have some hard cards at the bottom of the deck. We're not going to pay too close attention to these. Then we have children, another child card. I really think the old lingering energies, the deceptions, the red flags, the control issues, the unrequited love, this feels past tense. If you still find that you are in these kinds of situations, it's not a trustworthy person. Scorpio, you are like so out the door. You're so done with this kind of energy, but it feels like you're calling in somebody really beautiful, like actually calling them in. I feel you having conversations spiritually with this person already, even if they haven't come full circle into your life. Expect that soon if you're single. Expect this soulmate soon. For many of you, this person is already in your life for sure. But I also feel like this person will be very beautiful for your child, for your children. You may decide to have children together. If that trust isn't there, though, I honestly think you're out the door this month, Scorpio. But the majority of you, this speaks to the old experience and the old partner. So how could that come up so dominantly in a reading, in a love reading, when now you have some beautiful new soulmate in the picture? It's because there's some karmic issues here, and it does feel like your old partner is still having a very hard time. So even though you've moved on and you're at peace, they're not. The sooner that you can send them peace and love, maybe entertain one last conversation, assure them that, look, our love really was real, but I have moved on and I'm happy and you will be happy and this truly was of the highest good. You know, something was off with our chemistry. We were trying to force things that weren't working for us. Have those kinds of conversations maybe one more time if you feel like that's warranted. But this feels like their energy kind of showing up again. Deal with this early on in the month of June so that you can get back to having fun and playing with your soulmate and calling in wonderful people and, you know, taking care of your inner child and enjoying your month too. But do expect some of this to show up for you. But there's a beautiful outcome because ultimately it does feel like you have moved on. It does feel like you are at peace. This deceptive energy does not feel like it comes through for most relationships right now, okay? If you're entertaining some new people and you're single and you're dating more than one person, not all of them are going to be soulmates. Pay attention to those red flags. Not everybody is going to show up being their most authentic self, but you know that, Scorpio. I'm not worried about that for you at all. So let's send that ex, that person that maybe you stepped away from, let's send them so much love and light, okay? They need that. Do what you can to give that energy. Or just that peace and that love, especially if that was a really good ex, but you just outgrew each other. Send them that love and then get back to celebrating this person, okay? And you will. The rest of the month you will. Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. If you feel like you need clarity on individual situations, I am available for private readings. Reach out to me, UrbanSoulGuruCo.com. You can see what I do. Energy healing sessions, the different types of readings that I offer. I specialize in energy work. That truly is my specialty. If you feel like you need some healing, whether that's clearing some old energies, maybe you could be struggling from some endings, I'm truly happy to help. Again, just reach out to me. In the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, light, gratitude. I will be back June 15th for your mid-month love readings. Love you, Scorpio. Ciao.